Hey guys, welcome back. Today, as you guys figured, we're going to be talking about shotguns. This particular one happens to be a Benelli Supernova. Josh, my trusty camera guy, just picked it up, so we were out here doing some training. So we figured we'll take the opportunity to talk a little bit about shotguns. The shotguns have long been touted as the ultimate home defense firearm, and it certainly has a lot of followers. And it is a pretty good weapon system for certain situations. So I figured we'll talk a little bit about it. The first thing I want to do is dispel a few of the myths, and possibly in a follow-up video to this we'll cover some skills. One of the big myths of the shotgun is that you don't need to aim it, and that's a huge problem. You do have to aim it. The shotgun doesn't create this ball of fire effect with the pattern spreading and going down range and devastating everything along the way. It doesn't do that. In fact, the pellets stay together for enough distance that at short ranges you might actually miss. The general rule of thumb is about an inch of spread per yard. Okay, so at the short ranges typically found in a home, it is entirely possible to miss. Another myth is that these things are basically dummy proof and that anybody with minimal training can pick them up and put these to work. While they're certainly not super difficult, it's not rocket science to shoot these things. It does require some training so that you could be competent, if not just safe. So it does require training. The third one, and this is one of my biggest pet peeves, guys, the notion of racking a slide and scaring off the bad guy. This is one of those things that's been perpetuated for a long time that's really a bad piece of advice. If the threat that you're dealing with is a teenager that's burglarizing your house and he's not a particularly committed bad guy, yeah, he might get scared off. But if what you have is a bunch of people that are sneaking into your house with the intention of doing you harm, and they're more motivated than the teenage burglar, the moment that you do this, you may just find them shooting through the wall at you because they really have no concern for your life. You just gave up tactical advantage. So I don't believe that the sound of the shotgun is enough. I think that a competent and motivated person wielding a shotgun is probably the best deterrent. But I would not give up tactical advantage by making a noise hoping that they'll run away. So those are some of the common myths. Now here's another issue that we've had to deal with, because we do offer courses on the subject and we do teach a variety of levels of shotgun skills, but we created a specialized course that we titled Home Defense Shotgun for the person whose home defense strategy is to retreat to a safe room and make their stand there. In that case, we have a person that really is looking for a specialized training package, and generally these are people that are not gun people, that purchased a shotgun based on the common advice that it is the ultimate home defense weapon, and really don't need a tremendous amount of training in some of the more esoteric gun handling aspects of the shotgun. In those courses, the typical loading method that we teach is not port loading, but rather loading through the magazine tube. And the reason we're doing that is because chances are that this is going to be the only course that these people are going to take. And the condition that they're going to keep their shotgun in the home is the one that's going to determine how they're really going to load. So if the shotgun is kept unloaded and then loaded as necessary, or actually that would be the case. So the method that we generally teach is roll the shotgun over, take your shell, put it in, slide it in. At this point, slide for the action. You have one already in the chamber, and then continue loading through the magazine tube. At this point, if you need to shoot, you can shoot, and you're ready to go. You're going to cycle the action on the first one and get around immediately into the chamber to get this thing ready for the fight. If this is an emergency situation, you could at the very least have a shot ready to go. Now, port loading. What is port loading? Well, port loading is when you've run the gun dry and you load it directly into the port. This is one of the fastest methods for reloading a shotgun when you need to do so quickly. So here you are, you're defending yourself against the bad guy, you took your shots. found yourself with an empty gun. Click, no boom, brings you to port loading. This could be done a number of ways. If you grab it in this fashion, where the shell is pointing towards my pointing finger, I will come underneath, pop it in, ride it forward. If I catch it and I put it in my hand in this fashion, then I could ride over the top. Now, it's a matter of which method is more comfortable for you, which one you're gonna do. People will decide based on their preference and on their experience. So there you have 3 methods of loading the shotgun that you could use, and some ideas behind the shotgun for home defense. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like what we're doing, please go ahead and subscribe. That way you can be abreast of all our uploads. Additionally, hit the like button and hit the share button to help us spread the word. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care.